What made you get into social media marketing in the first place?
It was basically my first career job. So I used to work for an agency, a DJ agency, not a marketing agency, on the Central Coast here. And I was also working in retail, and I was studying a Bachelor of Business majoring in marketing at the University of Newcastle. And not only was I DJing for that agency, but I was also working in the office at that DJ agency, and I was managing about 12 venues' Facebook pages. So after managing their pages just with organic posting photos for them that DJs had put together during the gigs that they were performing through to the pages, then we started to experiment a little bit with just boosting some of the photo albums that we were putting together. And it was in the year of 2012, which is the year that I was finishing my university degree, that Facebook acquired Instagram for $1 billion, which is actually like the steal of a century when you look back on it. Imagine Facebook only being Facebook and there being no Instagram, right? So that was, you could just tell that there was a lot of progress that was happening with social media at the moment. There was still a lot of businesses wondering if it was just going to be a fad. But I was studying a Bachelor of Business. I knew I wanted to work in marketing because I've got a bit of a creative background. Both of my parents met at art school, and art was my best subject in my HSC. So I thought I had a bit of a natural kind of creative talent. So yeah, I just basically fell in love with the idea of doing marketing. And social media marketing, I thought it would be a competitive advantage for me because my generation was growing up with social media marketing, and then there'd be a lot of generations beyond us who it felt somewhat unnatural, and they would feel like we'd have, you know, a natural talent to be able to manage social media marketing because we're growing up with it. So I knew I wanted to do that before I left university, and then I decided to go and study abroad at Michigan State University over in the USA. And that's where I studied social media marketing. It was an intensive course. Essentially, it was like a full term condensed into 2 weeks of basically 9 to 5. So you typically do maybe like 3 hours of a subject per week at university, but it was this really cool intensive course. Had an amazing time over there. Went to New York for a week before that with my best mate, and that was a blast. So I already knew that I wanted to do social media marketing. I did a bit of a competitor analysis, and there really weren't many people specializing in it at that time. So that was how it started. And when I came back, you know, people were quite intrigued that I actually went over to study at a university and brought that knowledge back with me, and that gave me a bit of a rolling start and got me to where I am today, 13 years later, with a team of 7.